Hi.
Hello.
How's it
Hi.
going?
It's good.
It's good. Well, I appreciate you letting me interview you.
Oh yeah. It's not a problem.
Nice. So, when did you start getting into cosplay? Like, what exactly like drove you to be like, I really want to start doing this?
Um God, I was probably around 13 and I was just starting to get into anime and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. And God, it was like it hit me one day. I was like, I kind of look like this character. I can just dress up and look like them and it would be really cool. So I did, and I was like, this is really cool. And so,
Yeah.
so and so
Understand
then
that.
I looked it up when I would like look up like outfits for characters, and I was like, "Oh my god, people make this shit!" And then it just kind of happened, you know?
Yeah. I think like I got into it like around starting middle school. I was like saw like Comic Con was a thing, and my friends were like, there's this place called Dragon Con." I'm like, "What's it about?" He's
Oh
like, "Oh."
Lord.
I was like, they was like showing me videos and stuff for like they were dressed up as like if I remember correctly, one of my friends went as Cloud from like Final
Oh
Fantasy,
yeah.
and I was like, this seems like something really interesting. I would love to do, but like money wise, it's just like, geez, you once you like
Hmm.
start getting into like getting the stuff, you're like, God, I
Oh, yeah,
just spent
definitely.
like $300 on stuff.
Oh my God, yeah, definitely. It was a slow process of, for me at least, it was like a slow process of getting legit cosplay resources rather
Oh
than
yeah,
just like closet cosplaying everything from what I had.
right.
So,
Um,
yeah.
Uh, yeah, cosplay was like the first thing I started to do because I was like, this stuff I could just put
Hmm.
together, and then you just like, Jesus. Ugh.
Right. I
um,
feel that.
I noticed you posted like you talk a lot about the Dark Crystal, which I've watched a lot of, but like I'm not really into it. What impact would you say it had on you and your twin, Maddie?
Um, yeah, something about the Dark Crystal is just so magical and just different from a lot of other franchises and like genre kind of shows. Like it's its own thing
Yep.
and it's got its own like just system and something about that is just so cool. And so after we watched it, it wasn't like a childhood movie for us. We actually didn't watch it till we were probably like 16. Um just because we watched The Odd Ones Out and he had a video about it.
Right.
And so we were like, well, now we have to watch this because we loved that video and we were like, well, we should really just watch it. So we did. And then below and behold, like a few months later, the at least I think it was a short time later, the series for it came out.
Right.
And that really just blew up and we just became obsessed with
I
it.
think
It was just
Fizz
so
Gig is
cool.
like my favorite part about that movie is just,
Yeah,
ooh,
yeah,
it's
yeah. Oh
um
my God, he's so cute.
yeah, like I do remember you talking about Saul one day, and I was like, oh, he probably would love to get that for his birthday. Like, how far are you into that after I gave it to you?
So far it's been a while since we moved,
Right.
since we've watched it. So last time we watched it, I think we're either on the fourth or fifth movie. And I can't
Nice.
remember how many movies there actually are in that
Well,
pack.
if I think it's all the way up
But,
to Jigsaw, if I'm not mistaken. That's the only one
oh
that doesn't
geez.
have is Spiral, and I haven't really seen that one
Okay.
yet. But like, I've heard that it's pretty good. Mostly, I've heard that it's pretty good. Uh, if from a logical standpoint, it kind of does expand on the lore, but like it acts like John Kramer is still there, but they don't really use him per much. It's like its own separate story, and like people
Yeah.
have like the problem with Chris Rock being in it. I'm just like, well, it's after the old Oscar scandal.
Oh,
um,
right, right. Yeah.
yeah, I'm just like, ooh. Um, your favorite con memory? I'd have to ask because like I'm pretty sure you go to a
Oh
lot of them and
Lord.
you have like a really good story of one.
Well, I didn't start going to cons till I was um well, like seriously going to cons. My first con I was probably 15 or something. Um and then it was kind of like, I didn't pursue doing it again until like friends that I've met were talking about like anime conventions and stuff,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, well, I really want to do that." So maybe God, I don't know how old I was. Maybe it was when I was going on 16, I started going to anime conventions.
Yeah.
And I've probably only been to like not even a dozen of those since then. And I'm 21 now, so it's like
Right. Right.
I go to cons, but it's not like I have a lot under my belt.
Fuck.
Um I just go to the ones that I like and I stick with that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Uh.
But my favorite memory, God, it's so hard to think of that. Um yeah,
We have this. We
maybe
have an anime one. It's called MomoCon. I just haven't really gone
oh
to.
yeah. Yeah.
I've always loved to, but like,
Right. Yeah. There's definitely cons around here that a lot of my friends go to, and I'm like, I'm kind of lazy.
it's just like, you want to go? It's like, eh,
Yeah, but if it's
what
not like in driving
time?
distance from my house and I have to get a hotel, I don't really wanna.
Yeah, it's like, what time? Where is it at?
Yep, yep, yeah. So,
um, I just started going to cons. I think 2 years ago was my first one, and that's when I met James Arnold Taylor, the voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi, who was also
oh
Johnny
yeah.
Test, who was also Spider-Man. And I was
Oh
like, I
my
had a
God.
great time there. I was so excited to see him. And then like Sean Schumel, which is the voice of Goku for the English dub, I saw him. I'm like,
That's sick.
yeah, I was like, I really want to go do this more. And then last, I want to say, I don't know, since like COVID, their schedules are just like last time I went, it was in March, and then now it's like, hey, we got one coming in February. I'm like, damn it, I don't have any money saved over. Um,
Right. That's definitely something that I try to do is like have a little con fund to the
yeah,
side in case of
yes.
something that happens. I'm
It's
like,
like,
okay, if I really want to do something, then
uh,
I can go. But
do you ever find a place for your glam rock Freddy statue?
yes, I did. It's out. God, I'm gonna have to send you a picture. It's out with like all my other FNAF memorabilia. No, not the
Oh, a
leaf.
leaf. I gotta find some Gorilla Glue for it, but
Oh no.
that's how it happened. I'm just like, I didn't even know. Like, I woke up, I guess, and then like I came back home from Christmas stuff, and then like, I just saw it just laying on my desk. I'm like,
Who did this?
fuck. It was
No.
probably me. I was like, good God. Um.
Oh, no. Well, hopefully it's an easy fix.
Oh yeah, probably. It's just like Gorilla Glue. Another good question is about FNAF. Like, what started you? Like, did you read the books first, or did you like get into it from watching the games or watching somebody play? Like, I got into it like when I was in middle school when it first came out, but like Markiplier was the one that really boosted it for me because
Exactly.
I was
That's
like,
the
oh
same
god,
same thing for me. It was I was a huge fan of Markiplier and I was like getting like I grew up in like a horror like my mom
yeah,
was a huge horror fanatic. So that just kind of followed my sister and I in life. So we love horror and stuff.
yes.
Um so
The the movie does look like
that
it's
game was just
creepy.
kind of like it was so different for its time of indie
Yeah,
games and
yes,
it was so
definitely.
much fun to watch. And so that just really got us into it and it just blew up and we just been following it ever since. And since then I've not only like watching gameplays of the game because I'm too lazy to play it myself.
That's the mood.
um I do read the comics for it. Um
Yeah,
I've only read a Silver Eyes, I think, is
yeah.
the one. The first
The
comic
first
for it.
ever one. Yeah.
Yes, and I want to read the other ones. Like I want to get the physical copies for them,
Oh
but I just
yeah.
haven't gotten it yet. And of course, when I first read it, they weren't out yet. But now that they are, I'm like, well, now I have to get going.
Exactly. Like those and the Maximum Ride books. I love like the comic adaptations of those that I've been
Mhm.
reading. Um I'd have to say I outfanned your sister one time, and I thought it was hilarious. We're
Mhm.
like I joined her server, and I was talking about like the first memory I had of you was when you commented on my edit of yours, and she's like,
Oh
I was
yeah?
like, I made an edit of him of when he cosplayed Dave Miller from the Silver Eyes book. She goes, he never did that, I
Right.
don't think. And then I sent
Yeah,
her an
no.
Instagram picture of like your story when I got it. She's like, I did not know that. I was like, and then one of the guys was like, "You just got
Yeah, yeah.
outfanned." I'm just like,
Yeah,
"Yep,
no, she doesn't read the comics, so she probably had no idea that his
gotcha."
name was Dave. And she was probably like, who the fuck?
Right? It's
Who
just, who
the
the
hell
fuck
is
is
Dave?
Dave?
He never done a Dave.
I have to ask you, what was it like hosting the Genshin panel? Because like I
Oh
watched
yeah.
the YouTube video, but like I'm just like, how was that experience for you in general?
It was really fun. It wasn't my first panel, but it was my first hosting a panel.
Ah,
So, and I'm very glad for the people that joined me. You know, they've had experience and were really helpful with it. And
I get there.
it was just
If
so
it was
much
me, I'd
fun.
get there and be like, I don't know what's going on. So like, who do I talk to? Where do I go?
Oh yeah, I wish the only like downside to that panel was that it was during a convention that I've never been to.
Right.
And they were in a new location. But like over like 150% of the like normal uh attendees attended. So it was just overly packed.
Right, right.
And we were only able to get like a quarter of the line in to see the panel.
Damn.
And it was so sad because I was like, we can't do anything. Our room is too small. And like then other people were having their panels in like the main like
Right, the big lobby room.
room, like
Yeah.
in the main, like the big stage room, and I'm sitting here like, well, why couldn't we have that? You know, because you know, Genshin Impact is all the rage, and I feel like
Yes,
they
yes
should,
it
you know,
is. It's
so it was definitely a panel that a lot of people wanted to go to, and you know, we've been working on it for a long time. But other
yeah,
than that, it was very fun, and I'm really glad I was able to record it, and I'm hoping to
do
do more
another one.
panels in the
Yeah,
future. Yeah.
I would love to do a panel, but like I just don't have anybody to do it with cuz most of my
Oh.
friends are like,
Well, you don't have to have people to do it with.
yeah,
I have friends who just host their own panels and have like
yeah,
topics that they love to talk about and they make it fun for everyone. And it's like it's so inspiring for me and like it makes me want to like do my own panel and like do a
right,
topic that
right,
I want to talk about and like more so of a talking one other than like an entertaining
right.
kind of thing. Even though I love to entertain and everything, it's just like I feel like it would be like more engaging with the audience that way. So
Uh,
that's just a thought you could do.
yeah,
I
yeah,
know you're into you know, Friday the 13th and FNAF and all that.
yes.
So I bet you'd have a lot to talk about if
Oh
you wanted to
yeah,
do a panel.
it'd be fun to do one.
Hmm.
It'd be also pretty cool to come meet you like at a con, but like right now
Oh
money's
yeah,
tight because
I feel it.
job, losing my job the other day, not too long ago. It was like
Oh,
right before Christmas too. I was like really pissed about
oh
it. I was
no.
like, great, love it, lovely,
Right. It
thanks.
sucks. Um,
Um, uh, I'd say if I like would do a panel, it would probably be on Friday the 13th or like horror movie like in general or like
yeah.
stuff like that because I just love it. I love horror movies and I'd love to talk about them. Um, do you have a next project coming up? Like, what's your next project that you're thinking of doing, like
Oh.
cosplay wise, or?
Um, there's a few cause plans I'm working on, but I know I'm probably not gonna get done like by the time like the next time I cosplay or anything.
Yeah.
One thing I am like in the process of doing that I'm hoping to get out next month is a Ninja Turtle group with a few of my mutual friends. I'm putting together Donatello
Right.
because I'm obsessed. So, um,
I don't even
and
remember if
so
I showed you that clip where he goes, Michael. I'm just like, oh my god.
yes, you said that
I love
on the
it.
Patreon
I fucking
Discord.
love it.
That was
I
so
love
funny.
that part. He's just like,
Oh my god,
Michael. I'm just like, he sounds like an
Michael.
upset dad.
I do. I want to get that. I want to use that as like a TikTok audio when
That'd be
I
great.
cosplay. Oh man, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, Donatello is, I think, the main because I finished my
Oh,
revamp of my Dark Crystal one, so that was
yeah,
that, and
I
now
did see
I'm
that. That was pretty cool. Give me 1 second. I'll show it to you.
okay.
This is the this is my most like expensive. Well, it's not really expensive one. It's like a rare one. It's the most
Mhm.
rarest thing that I have in my room. It's a 30th anniversary of
Oh,
Secret of the Ooze
sick!
of Super Shredder.
Yeah,
Oh man, I love it. It's like hanging on my wall. It's been hanging on my wall. I'm like, I'm not opening it. I'm not touching it. It's just gonna stand right there.
you know, I
Just
got like an old action figure, like Donatello action figure for Christmas. Someone got it for me.
yeah.
Um, I don't know how old it is, but it's really neat. But I also have this Donatello one that cracks me up. It's like from the 80s. Um, he's like
Yes. I've
he's like a
I've
little
seen
little like
those.
yeehaw. He's
Yeah.
got his shorts on like jeans, and I'm like, this is hilarious.
That yes, that's great.
So that's
Um.
one of my favorite things
Yes.
I have.
Uh. I would say I got into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when like I don't know I'm like I have an old soul. Like my father introduced me to like I at the time when I was like 6 or 5 years old. You could not
Oh,
pull me
yeah.
away from the TV. I was either watching the original Power Rangers, the '80s Transformers movies, or the Turtles.
Oh, yeah.
That's
No,
I was
yeah,
I have an old soul. Yeah, I love
I
old.
feel that. I watched when I don't even know how old I was. It was like I can barely remember. We would go to like the VHS store and
Yes, like
like they would
Blockbuster
have
or
all
Movie
the like
Gallery.
the old yeah, they would have all the old live action like Ninja Turtle movies, and for some reason I wanted them
Yes,
so bad. So I would watch them. And then the like 2016 show came out and I watched that sometimes when it came out, but I didn't like seriously get into Ninja Turtles again until um
Rise
the
came
new
out.
Rise came out. Yeah. It's something about that show is so funny to me, and I love
Yes,
the art style and
the art style
everything.
is
So
really good. Speaking of art, like
Mhm.
what got you into drawing and art? Like what was your like go to? Like you just started art, or you just like I kind of want to draw
Oh,
and just like doodle or something, and then you just went from there.
well, my dad's side of the family is, or at least his mom is like very artsy. So she really like ever since we were could hold a pencil, we've always been introduced to different arts and different projects and
Right.
all that kind of stuff. So art's always been a big part of our life. And kind of being the black sheep of the family, we are the only like artsy ones as well out of
Gotcha.
that. We were the only ones that took the art shit and ran with it. So it's
Yeah.
it's been like, our whole lives we've always been drawing and always been creating um and I don't have like a set time. Like I never decided to be an artist. It was just
Yeah.
something that
It's just
happened
something
from
you just go. Yeah. Seems like something
yeah,
I'd love to do.
yeah.
Who would you say would be an inspiration to you?
Well, like a person? Oh
Like a
crap, I don't
person,
know.
like somebody you look up to.
Definitely a lot of mutuals of mine. I've grew up seeing them create, and they were big inspirations for me. Um and
I think I'm like the only mutual that hasn't really done anything like grand scale like you guys have. Like, I'm getting there. I'm getting there, but
oh yeah, yeah, it's a time like
it's a
consuming
process.
process.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, I
process.
feel it definitely. So
It's just
like
like
a lot of my mutuals definitely I I can't really think of people because I'm a very self-motivated person,
yeah,
and what really inspires me is like the shows that I cosplay from and
right.
like artists and the fandoms from it is what really drives me to
Like the
get
Umbrella Academy. That show's pretty good. I
yeah.
still have to watch the second season. Shit.
Oh dude, isn't there like 3 seasons now?
I heard they're coming out with
Or
a fourth one. I'm like, oh god, please.
yeah, 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 yeah. Second season was definitely my favorite.
Yeah.
Um, it was just really different and it was really fun to watch. The third one was also very fun. Um, and especially with like they had pretty heavy topics in the third season. Um, like losing
Yeah.
family, like and transitioning and shit like that. So it got deep, but it was still real good.
Yeah. Uh, I heard you talk about like your mutuals that you met at like. Do you have like some favorite memories of your family that you go to cons with? Like your mutual friends that you go to friends with, like the cons with. My brain's just like,
Oh yeah, like people I like to go to
yeah,
con.
yeah. Happens.
I don't know what happened. My laptop was like, you know what? We're just gonna
We just,
restart Discord real quick.
yeah,
No, but yeah. Speaking of people I go to cons with, it's normally just my sister, or we have childhood friends like
yeah,
Rose City Comic Con. We went with a friend and their sibling, and um, so we kind of just stick with our close people that we
yeah,
like to go to cons with, and normally when we get to cons, it's like, oh hey, or if you're not doing anything, we can just hang out, or like,
yeah.
hey, what are you doing for lunch? We can all just go to lunch, and it's just more of whatever is going on for people.
Just like whatever.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not like big on like going with a huge group or anything like
Gotcha,
that.
gotcha. Understandable.
It's just like whoever I'm there, like whoever I end up seeing and hanging out with most is probably who I'm gonna
Yeah.
be with,
Uh,
Um,
what would you say your favorite twin cosplay was? Like that you've done with them?
um, it's a hard question.
Understandable.
I
Uh,
can. I really liked doing Vex and Vax from Vox Machina.
yeah.
Um, I think that was one of our more recent twin things we did. The other ones that come to mind is like,
The misers. That's the one. That was the
oh
first one I've seen.
yeah,
That was the first one of y'all's I've seen. Was the misers?
really? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that was probably 2 years ago now, I think.
That was like the first one I've seen of y'all. I was like, that's pretty cool. These
Wow.
guys are pretty cool.
I remember, I think our very first like twin thing was like the Hitachi twins from Oron. That was like a long time ago, and we need to do it again. Um, but like, yeah, there's definitely always twins coming out, and always twin things that we want to do. Blight Twins is one of them that we want to revamp. I like to do them from the Owl House. I can't
I'm so
remember
behind
what
on the
other
Owl House
twin
too. I
exists.
swear.
Yeah, the new episode for the third season should be coming out in January, and I'm not ready.
No. Gotcha. My friend's like, have you watched any of the new My Hero? I'm like, there's more. I'm
Yeah, no,
like,
I started watching
I'm
the
like,
newest season when it came out, and now I'm like way behind. But I already know what happens. I'm kind of like,
I think
I don't want to go through the beginning
like the
again.
last like the last My Hero thing I watched before I heard like season 6 was a thing was World's Heroes Mission, which I loved. It was great. And I watched. I really plan to do like his the Deku's outfit, like stealth outfit from that, because I would love to do
Oh,
that.
really?
Oh
Nice.
yeah, like it's awesome. That was like the last My Hero thing I watched, and then like my friend's like, "Have you watched any of season 6?" I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Season
There's a
6."
6?
I'm like, "Oh my god, no, I need to get on that." But like, I'm also like trying to watch. There's like a new like there's like a lot of Marvel like stuff I want to watch. This on Disney
Oh,
Plus, like
right. Oh,
Hawkeye. I
yeah.
want to get into that because Hawkeye's
Mhm.
great. Um, I've heard good things about Moon Knight. I've heard good and bad things about
Yeah, I
She-Hulk.
wanted to get into that at one point.
Yeah,
I never got into it.
me neither. I'm just like, oh, there's already a lot of stuff I'm already trying to catch up on. Now my friend's like, you need to
I
watch
feel it.
Chainsaw Man too. I'm like, fuck. I literally have like a list of of stuff I'm trying to catch up on.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, I
it's
try to
crazy.
limit myself. Like I am watching like on my free time I'm watching like the old 2000 series of Trigun because I
Yeah.
know they're gonna remake it. So I'm watching that right now, but then I'm also keeping up to date on Spy X Family, Chainsaw Man. I kind of gave up on My Hero. um,
Understandable.
but yeah, that's just all that we've been doing. And then
Like, I
okay,
caught up on Bleach. Thank God. And then my friend's like, hey, they're
oh
coming out with a new
Lord,
season, right? I'm like, fuck. Of
oh
course they
my
are.
God. I know I read the manga when I was in high school, and
Same.
I want to reread it at some point when
Yeah.
I'm not like
Understandable.
overwhelmed with life. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Then there's like, they're like, have you watched One Piece? I'm like, No, I'm like I got halfway
No.
through it. I'm like I forgot what episode I'm on. I'm like I really don't want to restart it over.
Yeah, that's how I am with Fairy Tale. I watched like 200 episodes and then I was like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, it's
Done.
just like no, no.
Yep.
I'm just like I would like to, but nah. I'm like I don't remember what episode I'm on, so pretty much I'd have to
No,
restart.
especially if you got like show anxiety. My sister has that pretty bad.
Yeah,
We
understandable.
like starting shows gives us well, mainly her anxiety. So it's like it's so hard to start anything when she's like, I don't know if I want to right now, and I'm like, you've said it like 5 times.
Just watch
Just
it.
watch it.
Yeah, like Stranger Things. I'm like telling my friends like my current relationship. She loves Stranger Things, but she lives in Florida right now, and I'm like, you totally should like when I meet you. You know we're going to go look at the sets, right? She's like, I hope so. I'm like, you better believe it, because she loves Stranger Things.
Oh shit, yeah.
And like the square is like 15 minutes from my house, and the Hawkins Middle School is like a good 30ish minutes, and
Oh, that's sick.
so like I can go like pretty quickly if I wanted to.
That's sick. That's like great opportunities for cosplaying, like
Oh
cosplay
yeah,
shoots
oh
like
yeah,
that.
that'd be really fun.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
when is if you could meet anyone dead or alive, who would it be? Like me personally, I would love to meet either Kurt Cobain or God, I just had him on my head.
Jim
Uh,
Henson,
yes,
probably.
that'd be a good one.
Um,
I'd say Stan
Robin
Lee
Williams
or
is also another one.
yes,
Oh, Stan Lee. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
got that
Oh,
new Russian
man.
Badger shaker. Fucking love it.
Nice. For like the G Fuel cups.
Yeah, the Gamer Subs Cup. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god, I've always wanted one of those.
As soon as I heard he's like saw his videos like, hey, yeah, these are available for pre-order. I'm like, good, cause I'm getting it. Cause I missed the last one. The last one, I was like, damn, I missed. And then I saw it and I was like, yes, I'm getting it. Um, I'd have to say my fondest memory of you is like when we played Among Us together. Like that
Oh
whole session
yeah.
was great. Great
Oh
time.
god, I always want to do gaming with my Patreons and stuff because y'all deserve it and I appreciate y'all so much. So
Well, we
like
appreciate
I
you too, the same way. I mean, like, we share the love, we
well,
share it
I mean,
well.
I know I feel like I don't do enough and that I should do more and like I used to do so much more gaming in the past and I'm like
Life.
having moved out, I have like absolutely no time left and
Yeah.
I'm at least on break now so I don't have to deal with school
Right.
and but I've also like moved to an area where I'm a lot more busy because I know people around here and they want to do things and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm not gonna sleep today.
Just like, damn it.
So it's kind of like great,
Yeah, it's just
but
like,
definitely, God, I need to just fucking get down and set a date so we can do Among Us again.
that'd be really fun.
Um, Especially with the new updates, there's like the hide and seek
Yes,
thing,
there is the hide and
and
seek mode.
it's really sick. I played it a few times with some friends who wanted to check it out, and it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun.
My brain just cut off there for a second. Gotta love when it happens. It's just like you're about to start a sentence and our question just goes boop boop. Just reboot.
When the ADHD
Oh
kicks
yeah,
in.
God. It's like listening to a song like I could totally like think of a song right now that's like Wake Me Up. So it's like the first three like first three words are Wake Me Up and it's like okay, so is it the Wham song, which is Wake Me Up Before We Go Go, or Wake Me Up Before September Ends, or Bring Me to Life by Evanescence? It's just like how ADHD is. It's just like
Yep,
either three of
yep.
the songs are great. um,
That's yep.
yeah, it's just like, uh,
Oh, I see it.
Security Breach. I have been recording. Just would love to like have like a day where I can just like sit back and record all day, but like then you're like, I got stuff to do, and then It's how it
Right.
goes. It's just like life. It's just like, ugh, I would
Mhm.
really love to record, but at the same time, you're like, I gotta go do this. I gotta go take care of
Yeah.
this, and this. And then when you get back, you're like, fuck, I don't want to do anything else.
I don't know if I ever go like out if I have to do shopping.
Yeah.
It's like the only thing I'm gonna do all day. I'm gonna get home and I'm gonna be like, that is enough for the day. Something about grocery shopping is like it
Yes.
takes everything out of me.
Grocery shopping and like going to, like the mall or something and be like, yeah, it's gonna be an all
Hmm.
day thing. Especially the mall.
Yeah.
Like I could stay like all day at a mall with like a friend and like we'd be like,
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
by the time we get done, it's just like, God, I'm ready to get home.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I can't like hit them all for like more than 3 hours. Or else I'm just gonna start like dissociating and be like, what are we doing now? Where are
right?
we
It's like,
going?
are we going
Like,
home
I'm
or
just
like,
clocked out.
so, so what are we doing? Let's see. Gravity Falls. Like, what's your favorite episode of Gravity Falls? I have to ask you because I know
Oh
mine,
no.
but like, okay, I'll make it easier. What season? What season's your favorite?
Oh, that's harder.
Oh God, that's true. Both
Um,
of them are great.
I really like damn.
I'd have to say it's between Weirdmageddon and the episode where oh God, I can't remember that. I just had it on my head too. Um,
It's been a hot minute since I've watched it, so I can't really remember. Well, I feel like anything that has to do with like Uncle Stan would always make
yeah.
me laugh really hard. Um
Hot Belgian waffles. Oh wait, I'm alone. I can cuss for real. Son of a.
Yes. Oh my God. He's so funny.
Yes.
Um
Um,
man.
it'd have to my favorite episodes would have to be either from Weirdmageddon or like the episode where Bill like possesses Dipper and then slams his hand in
Oh
the door.
yeah.
It's like these guys, this is
Oh
sturdy.
shit, right. Oh my God. That was funny. Oh
I
God.
was dying
It's
when that
like I
happened.
can't even remember. It's all like just one blur because I watched it. We watched it all like in one go at one
Right,
point.
right.
So it's like I can't remember what's from the same episode.
Happens.
Um, damn. Yeah, I can't pinpoint an episode, but I do think the first season is probably pretty good.
Yes.
Just because it's got all the like I don't know. I feel like it's got more like jokes that I appreciate more.
I would have to say, I would, like, if they did do like another season of it where there's like maybe teenagers, I'd watch it. But like, I don't understand. I would be like, okay, but like at the same time, it'd be like so
Right.
sentimental, and you're like, oh, they're grown up now.
Yeah. Oh God, it would be. God, I'd never even thought about them if they ever brought it back. That would be insane.
Mm-hmm.
I would legally have to watch it.
Yeah, I'd be like, I gotta watch
So
it now.
like, there's no choice. I would have to watch it whether I liked it or not.
Yeah, you just like have to see
It's
how
like
it happened, like what's going on,
I
what's new.
gotta know. I just
Yeah.
it's yeah.
Uh,
Oh my gosh.
brain just
Yeah,
shut off again. Love it. Gotta love ADHD, don't you? Just shut off. Just like, yep, just shut off.
I feel it.
Mm. Brain's like,
Mm,
you know what? I don't even remember what question you had. Um,
it's all good.
what kind of genre of music do you like to listen to? Like, I like everything from Green Day to Green Day to country to Eminem to shit. Sometimes I'll be listening to jazz music in the middle of the night, and mom's like, "What are you
Oh
doing?"
yeah, yeah. I'm a huge fan of a lot of things. Country is definitely my least favorite, I will
Gotcha.
say. Like I love metal, rock, I love all like really small kind of artists that you can find and
Yeah,
like, I don't like bands like secular bands. I just like all
yeah,
different kinds of music. Like especially like say like JT music and that kind of stuff like Living Tombstone, like
yep.
anything that has to do like from a video game I love. like video game OSTs. I love that. I also, my sister and I are huge musical fanatics. We love all that kind of stuff from like Wicked
My
and
favorite one would
um,
have to be that I've watched would have to be The Producers with Matthew Broderick and I can't remember what the other guy's name was, but and it had Will Ferrell in it too. It was great.
oh gosh, I'm a big fan of Will Ferrell. I grew up
Oh, you
watching a
mean the
lot of
Red
his
Hot Chili Peppers drummer?
movies. Oh my gosh. He he's
I,
probably, now that you like mentioned him, he's probably someone that like a person that I've looked up to in
yeah.
like entertainment biz, I guess you can say. Like I've grew up watching so many of his movies. I've grown up watching him on SNL.
Yep.
Um
SNL was one of
and
them.
like just anything he's in, he just cracks me up.
Yes.
So
Like
that's a
Megamind.
big.
That movie
I've been
was
I've been meaning to watch his
great.
new movie.
Yes, with Ryan
Um
Reynolds. I haven't seen it. I've
yes.
seen trailers and I'm like, I gotta watch it, but at the same time, I'm just like, I don't have any time to. Let
Yeah.
me see.
I really wish I could have had time during Christmas to go watch it
Right.
somewhere. And, well, no,
Um,
it was like a streaming movie or something. It wasn't in theaters, was it?
I think it was a stream movie, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
okay. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Nathan Lane. Yeah, that's who it was. It was Matthew Broderick, Nathan Lane, and it was it's where they try to scam an elderly woman, and they're like, pretty much try to like, cause a flop makes more money than an actual like. It's weird because a flop will make more money than an actual really great like Broadway show. Like if I had the money to
Right.
go to Broadway, I'd go watch Beetlejuice on Broadway. Like I
Oh
love.
yeah, did you hear? I think they're gonna stop that soon
Mm-hmm.
on Broadway, so you better
I
get to it if you really
heard.
want to see
I'm like,
it.
no.
But
Um.
what really hurts me more is that they're stopping Phantom of the Opera.
Yes. Oh
And
God.
that just, I cannot, I can't. I love Phantom of the Opera so much. And
Yeah.
luckily, I was able to watch it in New York when I was
Oh, that's
in middle
cool.
school. So I'm very happy I was able to see it while it was still running.
Phantom of the
Um,
Opera is like one of my favorites. It has to be. It's like
oh,
in the
have you
top
ever
tier.
seen the sequel,
I have
Love
not.
Never Dies?
I have
I
not.
highly recommend it. It's really good. It's the music's phenomenal and the storyline is just great. Because you're like, how the hell are you gonna make a sequel after
Yeah.
Phantom of the Opera? And they they did it. They did it. If Andrew Lloyd Webber can make Cats and pull it off, he can make a sequel to fucking.
Yeah. Just like,
Oh
oh
man.
God.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
This one
Oh
is.
Lord.
Send you a
Cats is
picture.
definitely something that I'm gonna have to watch soon. I
Yes.
haven't. I haven't. I watched the god awful movie.
Oh God. The movie
That
was
was a
awful.
trip. That was definitely a trip.
Yeah. The movie I'm pretty sure is awful. That's one of my favorite Broadway shows. That was a Broadway show and then they made it a
Producers.
movie.
Oh, cool. I'll have to check that out.
It's pretty good. I love it. Um, let's see. Have you heard of like the news for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie? I'm ecstatic.
Yes,
I'm ecstatic about it.
I am so excited. It's about time.
Yes, yes, yes,
Like
it
it's
is.
been. I really. Well, I mean,
It's been
I'm
in
kind of glad they're
development
taking their time
hell.
with it.
Yeah, true. I mean,
Which
it
is
was
like,
in
I'm glad
development
it that they
hell.
didn't just like. I'm glad they didn't just like quickly make it when it was like really popular. I'm glad they've been
Right.
like
Tweaking it and
taking their time
yeah,
with it and like trying to. I feel like Scott Cawthon is really trying to
do his
get
best with
something
it.
good out of it. Um,
I would love to
it-
like co-play a game with you, like a horror game. We'd have to do that, like Phasmophobia or something. We'd have to do that
oh
for a
Lord, I
game.
haven't played that in ages. I played it like a few times when the new update came out.
Yeah, we'd have to.
I'm
We'd have
not
to
the
find a
best
game.
at it, but
We'd
I
have to
do
find a
like
game to
it.
co-play. It'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of horror co-play games, but I do have Vaz and
The Devil in Me.
Forest.
That game does look like it's gonna be. No, that's a co-play game. It's called Devil in Me.
Oh, it is.
That
Yeah,
game is
I've
fun.
seen. Oh God, I think Jacksepticeye came out with it with a
Yeah,
thing for that.
Choo Choo
I wanted to
Charles.
watch
That.
it, and I never did.
I
Future
have.
Charles kind of slapped. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. I
I was.
enjoyed watching it.
Yeah.
Like,
That show that game looks crazy.
as weird as the premise for it
Yes.
was like a very good game in the sense of putting in your work and gaining leveling
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
like
and then
getting benefits out of it.
they keep the pressure on if they
So,
needed to. Like
mhm.
Outlast, those games were fun too. Those games were
Oh, I
really
love
fun.
Outlast. Yeah.
Those were really fun.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait for the because I think they're making an Outlast like co-op game.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, like or like it's either that or a VR kind of thing. I haven't heard anything about it in a long time, but it's definitely something that I always think about once in a while, and I'm like, God, when are they gonna do that?
Right. Like I love like what I think's hilarious is like the Callisto project just came out, and like some of the reviews are complaining that it's too much like Dead Space. I'm just like, it's what you fucking wanted. It's like Dead Space. It's the whole premise. It's made by the people that made Dead Space. It's what you
Right?
wanted.
Yeah, take it or leave it.
It's like can't can't we please you or some shit? I am excited to see what they do with the next Scream movie. I've seen the trailer for it. It does look like it's gonna be a good time, but at the
Oh
same
yeah,
time, it's just like
that's definitely a movie franchise that I've haven't like really dipped my toes in a lot. Like I
yeah,
remember watching bits and pieces when my mom would watch it when I was little. I never like fully sat down and like
right, right,
watched
right.
it. So, but like I have a friend who absolutely loves it, so
My
I'm gonna have
cousin
to do that
loves
at some point.
Scream. She's like, she loves it. I'm just like, it's
Yeah.
good. It's good. I think a
Man.
horror movie that you'd have to like literally tie me to a chair to watch is The Ring or the Ring series because
Really?
I just
Kind of meh.
childhood trauma. I would say
Ah, see, okay.
it's like you're told not to do these things, but you'd be like,
And then the people
I.
do it, and you're sitting there like, why?
You're just like,
Why though?
I should have listened.
Right. Oh man. Yeah, I don't
Those are
remember
just
like I know the plot for the movie, but I don't remember at all much about it.
yeah. It's just like
Um, I remember I've seen like a majority of the old-fashioned Friday the 13th.
yep. Those
I
are
don't think I've ever seen like a more recent one. I
uh
don't think.
Jason
Uh,
Lives was filmed a good 45 minutes away from me, and I can actually go still visit the like campsites where they filmed it too.
that's sick. Oh my gosh. Um, I recently watched the horror movie, like the horror comedy Krampus during the
Yes.
holiday. That was actually really good. I really enjoyed that one.
You and
It was
Maddie,
very different.
if when you get the time to, it's streaming right now. Whenever you get the time to, go watch Violent Night. I highly recommend it. It's really good.
Oh my God, I
David
want to totally see
Harbour did such a good
that.
job as Santa. I
Is it
loved
still
it.
in theaters?
I don't know. Like I seen it on like my streaming service on my Xbox the other day. I'm just like,
Ah,
hmm,
damn. See, I got a website I can probably find it on, so
probably.
that would be. I'm gonna have to do that at some point.
I did watch Avatar too. It was pretty good. I did watch The Way of
Oh, was
Water.
it? I never seen the first one, so I
Yeah,
don't know why. It's not that I never wanted to, I just never
you
have.
just haven't got
So,
around to it. Yeah, understandable.
right. So
Ooh,
people have been like boycotting the series recently
I
for
don't know why.
some reason, but I don't know. I haven't read too much into it, but it's definitely something I wanted to look into before
Yeah.
watching it. Nonetheless, I've heard very good things about the
Oh
movie and
yeah,
the
it was
franchise.
good. It was good.
I'm obsessed with the character designs. Those are just absolutely beautiful, and it's something that I've wanted to like do to my face.
Yeah, understandable.
I see things that I'm like, oh, I want to do that on my face.
I'm like that,
Oh,
but like people ask me like, what would I want to do for like I'm still trying to figure out like technically I really don't need to go to college for it because I can just go to a workshop. I'm hugely into special effects. Like I love practical effects. I love
yep,
it. Like I watch like people are like some horror movies like slashers like are you not grossed out by this? I'm like that's fucking awesome. How'd they
yep,
do
yeah,
that?
yep. I totally feel that, especially in the movies like that Terrorizer, I think it was.
Yes.
That was nasty.
Yeah.
That one was
They were,
nasty. I still haven't seen the second
I
one,
heard the
but
second one
I
was
refrained
even worse. Like,
Yeah, I refrained from watching it in theaters because not because of how gross it was, but because other people were
yes,
throwing up in the theater.
like
And I can't handle like vomit in real life. So I'm like,
understandable.
okay, you know what? You know what?
I
I
think
don't
I
want
still
to.
have the picture somewhere. I can send it to you. They actually like when it was being shown like for the first time. I think it was like in a drive-in or like some shit like that. They actually gave everybody there barf bags, like
Oh, jeez.
actual like Terrorizer 2 like barf bags. I'm like
Dude, can you
Jesus.
buy those? I want one.
I'm sure you can. Let me. I'm trying to find a photo. Like it actually has like a warning label on it too. If I can find the photo, it's because
God, if I can buy one, I'm gonna buy it.
I have the photo somewhere, and I know if I can't find it, I'll just go Google it because you can Google it and find it. Where's that?
I'm gonna buy one
Shakaka.
if
There
I
it
can
is.
find it.
A film festival is giving out vomit bags for each people to watch Terrifier 2. The warning label on this, I'll read it to you. Warning: this vomit bag is provided due to the extreme violence and excessive gore of this feature. Do not reuse. Guaranteed to cause gastrointestinal upset. And
Oh my god.
it's like, damn, like that's what it looks like if you can see
Warning. Oh, that's sick.
it.
I love that. Oh my god. Dude, I'm gonna
those
go
are
on
just
eBay later.
those are just like, damn.
I just like just something that I want in my life for some
Yeah,
reason.
understandable. I'd have to say horror movies in general is like something I could like watch with a friend and be like really like be like I like me personally I like watching horror movies, but like the old slasher movies which like pointing stuff out that like I notice like small mistakes or like stuff like
Oh yeah.
you really like can see how like they did it.
Mhm.
Like I think one of my favorite like movie mistakes that you know like you can actually really tell is in Friday the 13th. It's either part 2 or part 3. There's a part where he scrushes a guy's like head in and like his eyes pop out, but you can really tell it's a plastic doll. Like mid shot, like it's just a plastic head. You can tell like
Yeah.
it's a silicone head, like mid shot. I'm like,
Oh
yep,
yeah.
yep.
Yep. Yep. Oh my god. There was this one scene in Children of the Corn
Yep,
where like
I know that one.
it was like more towards the beginning where like I think it was Children of the Corn. Maybe it's not. But it was like they ran over someone and it was like it was if you slow it down and like slowly inch your way, you could tell it's just like a mannequin standing
Right.
there
There's
as they like just, and it's so funny. Oh my
it
god.
kind of reminds me of the scene from like the first Nightmare on Elm Street. There's at the ending of it, Nancy is like having a nightmare and like Freddy pulls her mom through the window of the door. You can clearly tell it's like a mannequin. It's crazy.
Oh my god. I need to watch old like there's just so many
I love
old
watching
classic
old
horror
horror
movies I haven't
movies.
seen.
And then there's the
I need to
movies that are like not satire. There's like satire horror movies, like all the scary movies, like 1, 2, 3. Like I think I've watched the third one, the fifth one, and the first one. The first one's the one I watched. Like it was out of order, but like those are satire on it. Like they're supposed to be hilarious. Like there's a part in the fourth one which I fucking love because it starts out like you're watching Saw, and then it's Dr. Phil and Shaquille O'Neal in the trap.
This'll never work. Of course, he wants us to cut
Shut up,
through
that's
our feet.
hilarious.
Oh, I love it.
You go first.
There's like
Bullshit.
those are always hilarious. Like there's one that's a parody on like Signs and Paranormal Activity. I think that's like the fifth one. The third one's like Signs, The Ring, and like each one they're parodying a movie. So like the first one, it was mostly Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I can't remember the other one. And then Scream 3 was The Ring, Signs, but also like the old like alien movies like The World Stood Still. I think
Yeah.
one of the movies like horror movies that I like to watch and like I'll watch it whenever it comes on is called The Mist. I don't know if you've heard of that.
Oh, I have. I have. I've never watched it though, I don't think.
If you're not a fan of spiders and creepy crawlies, yeah, I wouldn't watch it because there's
I mean,
there's a
eh.
scene in the movie where these huge spiders are attacking them. It's fucking huge.
Oh
I'm
no.
just like, ugh. Like 2012, I actually have a fond memory of that. 2012 was when the first like Wizarding World of Harry Potter was just coming out. So
Yeah.
I went on the ride. It was like a 90-minute wait. I had a great time, but like when you get on the ride, it's like there's part of it is like part of it's practical and part of it's you're looking at screens. And there's a part where in the Forbidden Forest from Harry Potter, and there's like these giant spiders that lunge at the ride towards you. I'm like, no.
Oh God, I think that was like the second movie
Like
of Harry Potter.
I
They had
was
the whole spider bit, I think.
yeah,
Ugh.
I was like,
No.
no,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm not a fan of that.
yeah, spiders no go. Um,
Nah.
let's see what else. I have to look at my trying to see what time it is because I don't want to keep you too long.
Oh, it's all good. I'm also keeping track of time, but I'm already ready to leave when my sister's ready to go. So I'm
She just
I'm just
pops in. Hi. Hi.
right. Get your ass off there. We got places to be.
It was like yeah, I was telling her in her chat her server. I was like, yeah, you can pop in if you want. And like there's like
Yeah, she's
what?
not as fond as like this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So
gotcha.
I don't blame her for not giving it.
If you could like go back in time and like live in like a current like a time period, like what would it be? Like me personally, I keep telling I keep getting told I'm a person out of the '80s, but like because I love all '80s pop culture, like
Right.
Ghostbusters.
Right, yeah.
I'm just like hugely into the '80s stuff, like Ghostbusters, Back to the Future. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge Back to the Future. I love Back to the Future stuff. Like I love it. Love all the things '80s. Like '80s was top tier. Like they came out Transformers, the Turtles, Power Rangers were just
Right?
becoming a thing.
Yeah. That was yeah.
It was
Wow.
crazy.
Um, I honestly have no clue. I do feel like living in a time without um electronics would be pretty like a really cool experience.
Yeah,
And of course, like in the 80s, it was like you had electricity, but you didn't have like phones, and you didn't like the only like way of communication was like calling from your landline to someone else's landline kind of
your
thing, other than
landline,
like
or if
social
you're
media.
really rich, you'd have bricks that were phones.
Right, yeah. So
Yeah,
like I would say maybe 80s at the like late like at
like
the
mid
latest,
'80s.
but at the same time, I always think of what what like I wouldn't have the kind of resources I do now for transitioning
Right.
back then. And I'm like, I don't know if I would want to put I kind of like this
Yeah.
era a little bit next to that. As much as I don't like it, I got that going for me.
Yeah.
So, that's it pretty okay.
Does the Hawks thing fit anywhere in your room yet? Since you moved out, the
What?
tapestry.
Oh my God. I think I have it. I can't remember if I brought it last time I visited home. I think it might still be either at my home,
Yeah.
in my hometown, or I brought it back and I just need to pull it out. But like I've been meaning to put it
Yeah.
back behind my door, like over
Gotcha.
yonder, like
Over
right there. I have like a whole
the link.
space right here for it.
This tiny
So
thing hanging. Um. Yeah, I understand that. I'd say like FNAF, like getting into Five Nights at Freddy's was like around middle school, like before it was like an indie game, cause like everybody's like, this is a new game. We don't really know how it's gonna go. Um, and then from there, like the lore is built up from like so much from there.
mhm,
It's crazy.
definitely.
Like Matt Pat. Good God, Matt Pat. Jesus.
Oh no, yeah. Oh man, he needs a break.
Yeah.
That movie's gonna break him.
Oh
I
God.
bet.
He needs
So
the main people that need a cameo in it are Mark, Dako, him, and Corey Kenshin. They need a cameo in it, and I'd love it.
oh yeah, that would be so funny. Oh,
Yeah. Um.
like, oh man, I would. That would definitely sell it for me
Oh
if they
yeah.
had cameos. That would be so
That'd
good.
be great. I'd say brain just shut off again. Fucking love it. Gotta love it. Uh. What would you think about No Way Home? Like, since you not really haven't watched the Toby ones, or have you watched the
Nah,
Toby ones?
I'm a huge Tom Holland stan. So,
Gotcha. I grew
No
up
Way
watching.
Home. Oh my God, it was the ending. I can't.
Yeah, I loved it.
Uh,
I grew up
it
watching Toby, and then Andrew was like the second one. I was the first one. The first movie, I was like, this was really good, and then the second one is like, where'd all the charm go to Andrew's? Like, what happened?
yeah, I get that. I watched before Tom Holland. I did watch. I think the second Andrew Garfield film. It was whichever one had the electric dude in it.
Yeah, the second one. I was
Yeah,
like,
okay, it was that one. I remember watching that one and really liking it. So then once, the other Tom Holland ones came out, I was like, you kind of fine. Well, I'm gonna watch that.
They actually
And that
are,
really,
like he does need a third one, like a solo. Andrew Garfield really does need a third solo Spider-Man film, because now everybody's like, which I thought was hilarious. Like, I liked the second one of his, but I thought it was hilarious when it first came out. Most of the people were like really angry about it, and then like now after No Way Home happened, they're like, oh, he needs a third movie. Oh, he needs a third movie. Like, y'all didn't give a shit about him when the second one came out, so what?
no, exactly. Why now?
Right. It's like, Jesus.
Yep.
Let's see. If you could go anywhere, like if you had to move somewhere out of state, where would it be?
Out of state.
Yeah.
Does it have? Does it have to be America?
Mm-mm.
Okay, great.
Anywhere. Like me personally, I would love to go to Tokyo. I would love to go to Tokyo.
Ooh, I would like to go to like not to live, but I've always wanted to go to Japan during the spring.
Yes.
Have their like cherry blossom festivals. That's always been on a bucket list of mine.
Yes. Totally. I've always wanted to go to there.
As well as visiting Canada for some reason. I've always wanted to go experience that because it's like I'm like just one state away from Canada. Yeah, I've never been ever. So
I have like a friend who lives in Ontario, and like I can go visit him if I want. I'm trying to go visit him, but like, just like I haven't really found the time to. And then I have a ex who lives near like the middle part of Canada. I can't remember it, Alberta, and I don't talk to her anymore. kind of made me not want to go up there for a while. I'm just like,
right. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of I have friends in the UK. I would love to visit them.
Yeah, understandable.
I've always wanted to go to France as well.
French.
I know very little French.
Only French I know is oui and on mange les pois, which means I eat the pear. That's all I know.
Oh my god. Well, there you go. You're good. You're good to go.
I'm trying to learn, like, Babbel is really good for learning, like, new languages. I've learned, like, I would love to start learning Japanese, because, like, teaching myself.
Oh, that's definitely, like, you gotta commit to that. It is a difficult thing to really get down on. Yeah, well, even if my sister had a Japanese class once, and it was even pretty difficult for her.
Yeah.
Once you hit like learning kanji, she was like, "Dude, once you learn that, it's like, I'm done. I mean, I've had it up."
Kanji's like, nope.
Once you're like learned one of the ways of writing, because I have like multiple ways I think of writing or something.
Yeah.
Once you've learned one, you're done.
Like,
you're
multiple different ways, yes. And they have like different ways of speaking Japanese. There's like traditional, and then there's another one I can't remember the name of.
Mm.
I'd say if you had to learn a language, like what language you like to learn, like personally. Like me personally, I would love to learn. Well, Japanese is one of them, but like if I wasn't learning
Mhm.
Japanese, it probably would be either Spanish or Latin.
Um, for me, I've always been like a fan of sign language.
Yeah,
I've taken sign language multiple times in my life. Though once I got into community college, and since I've only ever done it online, they didn't provide those classes, so I was never able to continue it.
yeah,
Um, but it was definitely like sign languages definitely was something that I was thinking about going into a profession for, being an interpreter. Um, but sadly, that just didn't work out. Um,
yeah,
no, but other than that, like an actual like verbal language, if
yeah,
I had a pick, I would either I think French would be cool because I've already like I took like about 3 years of French in high school, so I used to be pretty fluent, like conversational
yeah.
in it. Um, as well as weird as it sounds, I've always wanted to learn Hebrew
That's not weird.
because it is just I'm so infatuated with all that kind of stuff. So it's so nifty.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
Speaking of, I don't know how that's a weird segue. Watching South Park, I just love that. Like in the future, like they have an episode where like in the future, like Cartman literally becomes a Jew, becomes a
Yeah,
rabbi,
yeah, yeah.
simply out of spite, and then like Kyle's just like, "You're doing this on purpose. This is a whole joke." It's like, no, no, it's not.
I haven't seen those, but I do remember seeing like
It's
clips
just,
from it, and
it's
I
just
was
like,
like,
no,
no,
no, it's not.
you can't do that. Oh my gosh.
They're actually making a Casa Bonita in Colorado.
No, yeah, it's been a thing. It's been like Casa Bonita has existed, but the South Park, the company
Yeah.
bought it, and it's finally opening back up, and I'm so excited because I'm going to go to Colorado
Yes.
in the next like uh 2 years. I know I'm like there's a huge trip. I'm planning on going there. So like that's on my bucket list to go when I go to
Yeah.
Colorado is to go to Casa Bonita.
Yes. South Park.
So
South Park's really good. I think um I don't know why I keep going back to FNAF, but like, cause like it's a huge like thing that I love, cause like it's great. Like first started out it's just like I don't know how like this is gonna go, and then you watch theories about it, then you watch the lore behind it, then you another game comes out, and then you try to beat that game, and then you're also trying to learn the lore, and then Matt Pat's is like, I got you. And now I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
wait to see what they do with the movie, which apparently Scott Cawthon says it's literally going all out. I'm just like, that's gonna be great.
Yeah, him going, "Can I put that in there?"
Yeah.
Like we're gonna see freaking Shaggy kill children.
Matthew Lillard, yes.
Are you
Oh
challenging
god,
me?
that's I
That's-
cannot wait to I just can't wait to see how he plays the role
Yeah,
because I'm very
but
excited
he's
about
highly
that.
qualified for it if you
Oh
consider his
yeah.
movie background. Yes, like
Mhm.
being in Scream. Yep.
Yeah, it makes me want to bring back doing like William Afton cosplay. I've been wanting to do that
You
again.
should.
Um,
If you want to do it, like me personally, I'm like currently trying to like figure out. I'm not really good with makeup on myself because I don't know. I've really not really learned that way, but like I'm trying to watch people do it. I'm just like, that's cool, but like, can you just come to my house and do it for me?
right. Oh my god. Yeah.
I'm just like,
It makeup was definitely one of the things that took me a while to practice.
right. That's what I'd like going back to. Like, I would love to go to like workshops, like special effects workshops and stuff. Learn how to do that.
Yeah.
Like, I've always been interested in those. Like, there was a show that used to come on the Sci-Fi Channel called Face Off, where they like it's kind of like Ink Master but makeup. And so I was like, that's just so
Yeah, yeah.
cool.
I kind of remember that. That
So,
was yeah, yeah, yeah.
what is your like what anime like you're trying to like catch up on right now? Cause like
What I'm
me,
catching up on right now.
yeah, yeah.
Oh. Um.
Other than
Uh,
Chainsaw Man and them, because I'm like my friend's like you gotta watch Chainsaw Man. I'm like I'm trying.
yeah, I'm a few episodes behind on Chainsaw Man at the moment.
Yeah,
Um. So I need to catch up on that.
Mm,
Um, again, I'm watching Trigun. I'm trying to finish that before the new series comes out,
right.
and then just keeping up to date on Spy X Family. I am watching the like Rise of the Ninja Turtles. I still haven't finished the second season, so I'm still
Right.
working on that a little bit.
Like I have to watch the
As I
second season
yeah,
before I watch the movie. That's how I am. I'm just like I gotta watch the second season.
I I said nah, bitch. I'm watching the movie, and it was really good.
I've heard it's pretty good. Uh, I would say a movie series that I would love to get into. I just haven't really like not move like series anime series that I'd love to get into would be Elfen Lied. I don't know if you've heard of that or Lied. Elfen. It's German. It's a German anime series. Uh,
Ah, okay.
it's a weird pronounced weird. But I've seen I've seen clips of it and I'm like this looks really interesting. Something I'd like. Think what was your first anime that you ever watched? Like mine, I'm gonna sound old, but mine was Inuyasha. I
Oh,
watched
that was
that
good
through and
though.
through.
Um, if you don't count like bits and pieces of Pokemon and Avatar growing up, I guess it would be SAO was my first like I sat down and watched that
Yeah,
shit. Like I was like, wow, anime slaps. Uh, so yeah, I would definitely count that one as my first one. But like my first like anime that I watched that I like really liked
yeah.
was either Ouran High School Host Club or Fairy Tail. Those two I watched like soon after SAO, and I was just like, this is awesome.
There's
No, I was
one
very
that
fandom based on those.
there's one that I've got into. It's called High School of the Dead. I don't know. It's just
I've heard of it.
interesting concept to me. It's just like
Hmm.
you're put in that situation, you really don't know what to do. Like zombie,
Hmm. Hmm.
it's just like interesting. That one and Elfen Lied, I gotta get into. Um, I can't remember. It's Spy versus Spy Family. I have to watch that.
I recommend that one. That one's really funny. I absolutely love the humor, and even the dub for it is amazing.
There's a show that I've literally like. I don't even know because I haven't really sat down and watched it, but like I've watched episodes here and there. Is Miraculous. I'm starting to get into that.
Yeah, I watched the first few seasons of it,
I'm starting to
definitely.
get into that, and I'm like, oh, I love it.
Yeah.
What was your first ever cosplay? Like mine, I'd have to say it was a closet cosplay of just Spider
Oh,
Man.
same. Same.
Mine was Spider
My
Man.
first
For
my
sure.
first cosplay was actually Haruhi Fujioka from Oran. Um,
He,
because I've always had the short brown hair, and growing up, I was like, I like this one. This
yeah,
this person is a lot like me.
yeah. Uh,
So I was just like, yeah.
first anime I ever finished was Inuyasha, and then I got into Naruto. I think I watched
Oh
all the
yeah.
way to I got halfway into Shippuden, and I don't know. I guess I just stopped watching it because now I'm getting back into it, and everybody's like, you should watch Boruto. I'm like,
Nah.
I've seen
Yep.
like 3 or 4 episodes of Boruto, and I can officially say I'm not watching it anymore. I'm just like, nah.
I like the idea of it. I like the
Yeah,
premise of it.
it's a good
But
premise, but just like,
yeah. I personally only seen some of the first season of Naruto when I was younger, and I just never committed to finishing.
happens. It's like me in One Piece. I'm just like,
But I really love that old style
yeah.
anime, like try. I just love that
I love the
the vibe
style
they
of
have.
that and um Sailor Moon. I do love the art style of Sailor Moon. Just
Mhm.
the '90s feel of anime was top tier to me. Sonic, I haven't really gotten back into Sonic, but like they have this new series out, and I'm like, my friend's like, you gotta watch it. I'm like, I really didn't enjoy Sonic Boom, and now that
Oh really? I have a friend who loved Sonic Boom.
I
And did
love
you know
that.
Jacksepticeye voices in the new Sonic one?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've watched Sonic Boom. I'm like, I mean, I love that they made Knuckles a meathead, but at the same time, he's hilarious.
Right. I love seeing clips from Sonic. I never watched
Mm.
Sonic Boom, but I do love the clips from it. They really crack me up.
I don't think he can eat
Oh,
whole food. We'll just put it in the blender. He picks up the baby and he's about to put it in the
yeah.
blender. I'm just like,
That's
Jesus.
such gosh. Um, uh, I might have to head out here in a second,
All right.
but this was
Any
very enjoyable.
any questions for me? Like I'd have to ask before you head out.
Um, what made you want to interview me? Is my question. I'm like,
Oh, I don't know. Like ever since I was mutual and like mutuals with you, I was just like, this would be really cool to interview him. And like, there's stuff I like we haven't really got to sit down and talk about. So like, this would be really cool. I
right.
was just like, this would be easier way to do it, and it's cool to learn more about you. And you know.
Okay. That's nice. That's sweet. Well, thank you for having me. That it's been fun to just reminisce and talk
Yeah,
about
it's been really
cool
fun.
fandom interests.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should totally do this another time or play a co-op game or something together. It's like
Oh,
whenever you can.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah,
That would be fun.
yeah. Well,
Alrighty.
I
Well,
appreciate you. Let me interview you again, and
yeah.
it's pretty cool. To be honest, I was really excited
Alrighty.
about it. All right, I'm gonna let you
I'm
go.
glad. All right. Well, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah. See you later, Peggy Smalls.
Bye.